announcement, stiff farm, lights out, you snooze. Lights came, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights came.
It's week 3 of the NFL, and all eyes are on Jameson Williams. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Lions and the Vikings.
2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And leading them out, their signal caller, now in his 4th season in the NFL.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive. That's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal of how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere around there.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think...
Simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
He was called on 3 times in the win last week, as his first one here is away. And it's taken in at the 9. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 2nd-year quarterback. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They will run straight ahead with Swift down to about the 4. 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. He's got this complete to Williams. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. The Lions are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
A very solid gain of 27. And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. The quick slant caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jameson Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it was Jameson Williams wrapping things up with a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. And now out comes Minnesota. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
Well, this defense for the Lions, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And he fields it cleanly. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll get this off to Swift. And that's good for a gain of 6. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there. Back to throw here.
complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Let's go.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll look to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
The partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They run again on first down. Cook. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. He'll drop to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Tommy Tremble. And he's going to get this down near the 25. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. He'll look to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Cook. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings are back within a score. Ku able to connect on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Jamison Williams and the Lions get set for this next possession.
He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate him.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability.
Okay,
now 2nd and 7 from the 23. On play action, they'll throw. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Finding room at midfield. taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Back to throw again. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
And the Vikings going to take over here one more time before the half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So he stopped for no gain, and that'll make it second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26.
So here are the Lions to take over. They've got the lead right now. You remember last week they defeated the Carolina Panthers here. Good momentum.
Third quarter starts with a run from Swift.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Right back to Swift again on second down.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
The Vikings send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
And Detroit back in possession of the football. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best of the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the gun, here's Swift.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
44 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
That's a lot to run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 41-yard line. Back to throw.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down. So nothing there on the screen that time.
That means all that great acting they tried on offense went for naught, didn't it? Because you have to try and influence them. Make them think that you're doing something else. Make them think that they can get to the passer by letting them by and then setting up the screen and getting downfield. Didn't happen at all. Give a lot of credit to the defense for not tumbling to that one.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 33.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
2nd and 5. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. Possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the fourth. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up the first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They'll look to throw again.
Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he will find his man on the outside. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
2nd and 4. They could still get a first down without scoring.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
The offense on 3rd down, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Vikings have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So here come the Lions now. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum the other side is starting to gain.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
This will be fielded at the 17. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Minnesota's offense takes over possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side.
He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A great play there.
second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Vikings use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
So now the Lions down on the scoreboard, and time, a huge factor. Plenty of time here. They've got 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
They'll run right here with Swift.
Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. He's back to throw.
Pass complete. It's Hawkinson. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking deep downfield. And this is caught. A big play there for Detroit. And even 40 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st. And he's across for the touchdown. And it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it ends with what most likely will be the game-winning touchdown.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
A fun, close ball.
For me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands.